Hi, this is javinkharod, a chemical engineer by profession, going to continue our today's topic, confined space. Expectable entry condition means the condition that must exit permit space to allow entry and ensure employee involved in permit required confined space entry can safely enter into work within the space. Attendance means individual station outside one and more permit space. The monitor authorized entrant who is perform all attendant duty assigned the employer permit space program. Authorization entrant means the employer who is authorized by employee to enter a permit space. Blanking and blinding means absolute closure of a pipeline, duct, fastening of the solid line such as spectacle line and skirt line that completely cover the bore that is capable withstanding maximum pressure of the pipeline duct with no leakage beyond the line. Now confined space means a space that is large enough, so configured that our employee can bodily enter and perform assigned work and has a limited, restricted means for entry or exit, for example tank, vessels, silos, storage bins, hopper, valve, pits. They are space. They may have limited means of entry and it is not designated for continuous employee occupancy. Double block and bleed means the closure of line duct and pipe closing and locking or tagging two inline valve and opening and locking and tagging a drain or vent valve in the line between two closed valves. Emergency means occurrence including any failure of hazard control or monitoring equipment. And even internal or external permit space that could endanger entrant engulfment means the surrounding and effective capture person by liquid or finally divided flowable solid substance that can aspirated cause death by filling and plugging the respiratory system can expel enough force. Body cause death by strangulation, constriction and crushing. Entry means the action at which person pass through opening into permit required confined space. Entry includes ensuring work activity that space considered have occurred soon part of entered body break and planned opening into the space. Now, entry permit means the written and printed documents that are provided by employer to allow control entry into permit space. Entry supervisor means the person, employer foreman, chief responsible for determining expectable entry condition. They are present permit space and entry is planned, authorized entry and overseeing entry operation for terminating entry required by this section. An entry supervisor also may serve attendant and authorized entrant as long person is trained, equipped, required section and each role see field. Also the duty and entry supervisor may pass from one individual to another during course of entry operation. Engulfment means surrounding effective capture person, liquid or finally divided solid substance that can aspirate cause death, filling and plugging the respiratory system that can expel enough force on the body cause death by strangulation, constriction and crushing. Entry means action by which person pass through opening into permit required confined space. Every include ensuring work activity. The space is considered to have occurred soon as part of entrant body break, the plan and opening into the space. The entry permit means the written and printed document that is provided by the employer to allow and control entry into permit space. Entry supervisor means person such as employer, foreman, crew chief, responsible determine expectable entry condition They are present at permit space where entry is planned for authorized entry and overseeing entry operation for terminating entry required by this section. As entry supervisor, also may serve attendant and authorized entrant as long as the person is trained, equipped, required section for each role he or she fills. Also the duty of entry supervisor may pass from one individual to another during course of entry operation. Any other atmospheric condition that is immediate dangerous to life and health or air contaminant for which OSHA has not determined a dose or permissible exposure limit, other source of information. Immediate dangerous to life and health, IDLH, means a condition that possesses an immediate delay, threat to life that would cause irreversible adverse health effect that would interfere with the individual ability to escape unaided from a permit space. Some of material, hydrogen fluoride gas and cadmium vapor, for example, may produce immediate transmit effect, even its several may pass through medical attention, but they are followed sudden possibly fatal collapse 12 to 72 hours after exposure. The victim feels normal from recovery from transmit effect until collapse. Such material in hazardous quantities they are considered to be immediately dangerous to life and health. Inertia means the displacement of atmosphere in a permit space, non-combustible gas such as nitrogen, such as extended resulting atmosphere is non-combustible. The procedure produces IDLH oxygen deficient atmosphere. Isolation means the process by permit space is removed from service and completely protected against release energy material into space by means locking and blinding, misaligning and removing section or line, pipe, duct, double block and bleed system, lockout, take out all sources of energy or blocking or disconnecting all mechanical linkage. Line breaking means international opening pipeline, duct that has been carrying flammable, corrosive and toxic material, inert gas or any fluid, volume, pressure, temperature capable causing injury. Non-permit confined space means the confined space does not contain and it respects the atmospheric hazard or potential contain hazard capable causing death and serious physical harm. Oxygen deficient atmosphere means atmosphere contain less than 19.5% oxygen by volume. Oxygen enriched atmosphere means atmosphere contain 23.5% oxygen by volume. Permit required confined space means confined space that have one or more of the following characteristics. They are contain the potential contain hazard atmosphere, contain a material that has potential for engulfing entrant, has an internal configuration such as entrant could be trapped, asphyxiated by the inwardly covering wall by floor which slope downward and taper a small cross section and contain any other recognized serious safety and health hazard. The permit required confined space program. Permit space program means employer overall program controlling where appropriate protecting employee, permit space hazard and regulating employee entry into permit space. Permit system means employer written procedure preparing issuing permit for entry and returning permit space. Service following termination entry. Prohibited condition means the condition permit space not allowed at permit during period of entry authorized. Rescue services means person designated rescue employee from the permit space. Retrieval system means the equipment include retrieval line, chest, full body harness, whistle, appropriate and lifting device, anchor used to non-entry risk rescue person from permit space. Testing means process by hazard that confront, enter, and permit space. Identify, evaluate, testing includes specifying tests. They are performed in the permit space. The following requirements apply to entry to permit space with the condition set forth of the section. Any condition making unsafe, remove entrant, cover shall be eliminated before the cover is removed. When entrance covers are removed, an opening shall be promptly guarded by railing, temporary cover, and other temporary barriers that prevent accident fall through the opening and protect each employee working space. Foreign object by entering the space. Before employee enter the space, internal atmosphere and shall be tested with calibrated direct reading instrument, oxygen content, and flammable gases and vapor. There are potential toxic air contaminant in the order. Any employee who entered the space or that employee authorized representative shall be provided opportunity to observe the prepare entry testing required by oxygen content, flammable gases and vapor, and potential toxic air contaminant. There may be no hazard atmosphere with the space whenever employee inside the space. Continuous forced air ventilation shall be used as follows. An employee may not enter the space until forced air ventilation has eliminated any hazardous atmosphere. The forced air ventilation shall be so directed to ventilize immediate area where the employee will be present. The space shall continue until employee has left the space. Air supply, forced air ventilation shall be clean source may not increase hazard in space designed the person who have active role. For example, authorized entrant, attendant, entry supervisor, person who test, monitor, atmosphere permit space in entry operation, identify duty of each such employee, provide each such employee with the training required, develop implant procedure, and rescue the emergency services for rescuing entrant from the permit space, provide necessary emergency service, rescue employee for preventing unauthorized personnel from attempting a rescue. Develop and implement a system, preparation, assurance, use, cancellation of entry permit required by this section. Now, develop and implement procedure, coordinate entry operation when employee and more than one employee are working simultaneously. Authorize enter permit space so the employee and employee do not endanger employee to any other employee. Develop implement procedure such as closing permit space, cancelling the permit necessary, concluding entry after entry operation has been completed. The atmosphere with the space shall periodically tested. Necessary ensure the continuous forced air ventilation is preventing accumulation of hazardous atmosphere. Any employee who entered the space or employee authorized representative shall be provided opportunity observe periodic testing hazardous atmosphere detect during entry. Each employee shall leave the space immediately. The space shall be evacuated to determine how hazardous atmosphere develops, and measure shall be implemented to protect employee hazardous atmosphere before any subsequent entry take place. Employee shall verify the space is safe for entry and that pre-entry measure required by this section has been taken through written certification that contain the date, location, space, signature, person providing certification. The certification shall be made before entry and shall be made available employee entering the space who employee authorized representative means there are changes in the use configuration. Non-permit confined space might increase hazard to enter. The employee shall re-evacuate the space and necessarily reclassify as permit required confined space. Okay guys, this is up to confined space. How person can enter and how safely after performing work they are written. And roles of authorized person. I hope you get sufficient knowledge after watching this video. Next Sunday we have covered some another chemical engineering topics. Till then, goodbye. Do take good care of yourself.